Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hello? Yeah. Oh.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang hitting that first curve.
Okay, this mic is rescheduled. Alright. Loading to the box, we have Rara. It's a 4-wheel drive vertical spinner. Very many. Yob only has 2 wheels, but that gives him more weight for a hefty weapon. So we'll see if agility or defensive power wins out in this game.
Yeah, I know. That's part of. I think that's part of the reason.
Alright, this is their actual hot lap.
Which match format?
I feel like hitting this
We will
first curve
have-
really hard is perhaps unwise.
Our matches will be 2 minutes.
We have the
And if,
Angeles
oh yeah, let me,
did.
okay, Ryan is the timer. So it's gonna be a 2-minute match, and if both robots are still moving, it'll go to a judge's
That was a good
decision.
one. Shadow Wizard Money Gang in third still.
You ready?
Last lap was
Alright,
not faster.
Rara is ready.
17.7.
Yob, are you ready?
Last lap is still 16.9.
Yob is ready. We'll
3,
see.
2, 1. Pyro and fight.
That is the start of the match. Rara being a little more careful. He knows that drum spinner gets a lot of bite, and is potentially spinning faster. But now Rara having a bit of trouble getting oriented, as he's now chasing Yob across the box.
Alright, Shadow Wizard Money
It's looking
Gang.
like Yob might have a drive side not working quite right.
You can keep going if you want to.
But he has more ground clearance when he's actually upside down. A little more weapon and a weapon. What's really important here is how fast the weapons are spinning. If you spin faster, you will win the weapon and weapon.
No? Okay. I didn't see it.
Oh,
Oh, he's back up.
a little more work. Yob's weapon is now spinning in the right direction.
Very nice.
Rara just waiting for the right opportunity, and that was halfway to the ceiling. It looks like Yob's weapon is down. Something is jamming it.
A couple of seconds.
Rara kind of just waiting here, waiting to deliver the coup de grace. He's now up against the wall. Those top plates are very thin. Most robots are not armored there because they are not designed to be hit there often. But Rara either showing mercy here or his weapon's down too. Who knows? Rara just scoring points. Pinning doesn't damage the opponent, but it does show the judges that you are in control of the match. But no, that weapon's back up. He's going in for the kill. Oh, that is a big piece of armor gone. That is the end of the match. Quick rules briefing. Batteries are very explosive. If the battery in a robot is exposed, we end the match right there. You lose the match. So keep your batteries safe and don't let them fly out of the robot. But yeah, no judges, no debate there. The winner there is Rara.
And stars in 5. Yeah, stars.
Congratulations, Rara. We have first blood of today.
Usually starts at 11.
In a spectacular knockout match.
Change your pants, get your cart ready to go. We'll get some lines drawn, and you can line up in the pit.
A little better luck to Yob.
Maybe use the track
Hope.
for practice from now until.
Wish best luck to Yob in the next match.
There'll also be a driver.
Hopefully they can get the driving under control and point that massive weapon where it needs to go.
So don't disappear.
All right. I see we have Alpha Centauri and Kaleidoscope on the queuing table. Now loading in. Alpha Centauri is what we call a beater bar. It's a big, wide, spinning square frame that gives you a lot of hitting area and maximizes your chances of actually landing a hit. Kaleidoscope is what we call a ring spinner. The whole outside spins, so your weapon and armor are the same piece. So they can both be very heavy. With both these robots spinning in different axes, we're going to see a lot of big hits in this fight. And both these builders are quite experienced, so we can trust them to keep running the robots. Will Alpha Centauri box rush? We will see. That is how you beat a ring spinner. Something. All right.
3, 2, 1. Pyro and fight.
And we're off. Alpha Centauri chooses not to box rush. He's trying to get control, trying to line up a good hit. Kaleidoscope, spinning out of control there. That weapon's up to speed. He has no backside, so he can't get cornered. Kaleidoscope maneuvering in 3 dimensions here. That weapon is up to speed. It can deliver a handgun's worth of energy in a flash if it needs to. But Alpha Centauri upside down, trying to self-right. His weapon does not work well upside down. When you see that robot lifting it, oh, and a massive hit. Alpha Centauri getting the upper hand here. As Kaleidoscope still struggles to regroup. On the Kaleidoscope, not spinning. Alpha Centauri is not backing down. Kaleidoscope is not moving. If they can't move in 10 seconds, they will be counted out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is a knockout for Alpha Centauri. Spectacular match. A lot of big hits there. You can see Kaleidoscope has a bigger weapon on paper, but they couldn't get it under control. So the agility of Alpha Centauri is what won them the match there. We are now switching to our plastic ant division. We have material restrictions here. You're only allowed to use materials that are easy to use, but those are also the materials that explode the easiest. So this is a beginner's class because you learn how to build your robot on a budget, but also how to repair it when it explodes. All right, we got Surveyor, 4-wheel drive undercutter, good for hitting wheels. We've got Longshot, just a very long robot, as you'll see. Great for cornering.
I started and I got a ton. I was like 2 seconds.
Longshot, of course, named after the intro song of ReZero Season 2. Great series. We'll see if that plot armor holds up in the box.
And I crashed it.
Another classic matchup here, horizontal versus vertical. All right, Longshot, can you... Okay, Longshot's having a little technical issues. We're gonna reset his robot. Sometimes you just need to turn it on and off again. Sometimes your opponent will do it for you in the box. Again, these robots are 1 pound. And even though they're only 1 pound, some of those weapons are as powerful as a handgun. That is a testament to the power of modern electronics. All right, looks like both robots work. Longshot's got a really fast drive. 2, 1. Fight, robots, fight.
Andrew, be nice to him.
Longshot, oh, Surveyor's weapon is not working. Let's see how they can move. Oh, here we go, here we go. Surveyor's up to speed. Longshot's up to speed. Surveyor wins the first impact. Oh, but pieces of Longshot are coming off. That's what part of the wheel guard. Longshot just can't seem to get the weapon up to speed. But here, sorry, Surveyor. But Longshot is just circling. They're fully in control of this match. We'll see what they do with Surveyor. Hopefully it ends up in the ceiling. That big, wide plow on the front of Longshot is great at deflecting hits upwards from horizontal spinners. That keeps you on the ground, but throws your opponent out of control. Oh, but Longshot trying to get the run up. The faster they feed that weapon into Surveyor, the harder the hit will be. Well, I'm seeing tape on Surveyor. That's not good. That's supposed to stay inside the robot. Oh, and a good hit there. Longshot just throwing them up in the air, making it impossible to play back. Oh, and a massive hit. Surveyor now upside down. Even if they can't get the weapon up to speed, they will be at a severe disadvantage weapon to weapon. Surveyor really showing why 4-wheel drive spinners have been dominant in the past, in the recent bracket. We've got 30 seconds left in this 2-minute match. This may go to a judge's decision, but I don't think there's a lot to debate here. Oh, a buzzer beater there. Surveyor's weapon is back. Let's see what they can do with it. Looks like something on the bottom of Surveyor is scraping the ground. They're not getting enough traction. Longshot just circling at this point. That's the end of the match. This goes to a JD. Our fights are based off of engagement, which is how aggressive you are and how good your robot is controlled. And most importantly, damage.
Josh, you're the judge.
I know, I'm just making it seem like this is a democratic process. All right. Winner, overwhelming in the damage category, is Long Shot. It was not such a long shot after all. In fact, it may have been more of a long shot for Surveyor, who will now repair the robot in preparation for the next round. If you're just stopping by, this is a Swiss tournament. That means each robot has 3 matches. Yeah. So each robot will fight 3 times. And they will, every round you get matched up with someone with the same win record. So the better you do, the better your opponent will be. Okay, so we got another ant weight match here. This has no material restrictions, so you will see people using more flexible materials when they need it. And Muck here even has a titanium wedge. That is the stuff they use in fighter jets. So Muck usually has a big vertical spinner on the front of the robot, but they didn't have spares for this match. So their weapon's just going to be a smaller robot. That sounds really roundabout, but actually having 2 separate robots in the match makes you a lot harder to target, and also forces your opponent to ignore one of the robots. Ara is what's called a ramp buddy, heavily armored. The armor is shock absorbing and can shrug off most hits from blunt weapons. Multi-bot rules. As long as both robots weigh as long as both robots are under the weight limit, you can run as many robots as you want in the arena. So you could have 7 tiny robots if you want, although that hasn't really made its way into the meta. All right, so we'll see. Teamwork versus dreamwork. Who will win this match? That weapon on Muck is tiny, but I would not underestimate that. Oh, both halves of Muck taking opposite sides of the arena. They're going to try to go for a pincer maneuver, a classic military tactic. RR is definitely more maneuverable than the heavier component of Muck. But here, oh, you can see Muck now high-siding RR, getting their wheels off the ground with those front forks. That will stop him from being able to fight back and let the smaller bot go in for a kill. Oh, but Muck, the main half of Muck is upside down. That's going to make him a lot easier to control. Whereas the smaller component, oh, a friendly fire there. That's not going to be good on the judge's decision.
4, 5, let him go.
Muck's weapon going in for the kill, but RR is not moving. Okay. Okay, so occasionally robots will get stuck in the arena. We have rules that allow for 1 unsick per opponent per match. So we want to keep things interesting. That's not a knockout. RR is still in this tournament. At about the halfway point here, we've seen good teamwork, but also a little bit of fumbling from Muck. We'll see if they can turn this around. I'm not sure what's wrong with Muck's weapon. Usually it makes a nice, we call it a death hum. But looks like they're turning it down for this match. Probably to get more control. Oh, the weapon of Muck getting caught in the mesh right there. Whereas the 2 main bots lock horns. Muck beginning to assault on RR's wheel there. Okay, that will not be an unstick. They can get free. Sometimes that happens when you have 2 robots with really long forks. Is you get jammed up and nobody can move. Oh, but and a nice hit there. Muck taking advantage of the fact that they have 2 components.
Time to 10, 9.
We're coming down to the end of the match. Muck is going to end this one upside down. That's not going to look good in the judge's decision. All right. Come down to a judge's decision. It's a common saying in this sport. If you want to win, don't leave it up to the judges. All right. The judges have weighed in. Your winner is Bach.
Wait, is your winner actually up?
Yes.
I'm very funny, mine is real.
Is it underbite and debris next?
Yes. Underbite and please.
Oh, we got a former champion coming up. Underbite.
Former band bought. You heard of band books. Have you heard of band box?
As classic ant weights, this class is entirely 3D printed. That keeps the cost down for beginners. Underbite, having the black drum spin in the front, that's going to try to knock the opponent upwards and keep them from gaining a foothold. Debris, a big cutting horizontal spinner. He's going to try to go for the wheels there. All right, we got two agile robots. This is going to be a good one. Match begins. Oh, and a box rush. Underbite trying to stop Debris from spinning up there. It looks like Underbite is dramatically more maneuverable. They're taking their time. They're trying to go for the good hits. But a piece of Underbite is off. That looks like a part of the top plate. Debris is just waving that weapon around. Underbite's going to have to get around them if they want to do any damage as they try to self-ride. Debris definitely the less maneuverable here, but that weapon is doing a lot of work. You can see they are knocking Underbite sideways every hit. That means it's their weapon hitting Underbite. Oh, and something is very wrong with Underbite. That looks like a piece of the chassis. They may have just hit their own chassis and broken it apart. That is good. That is going to be a knockout. Your winner is Debris. Very nice upset there. The good thing about plastic ants is if you break apart, you can just 3D print another one. So repairs are very cheap and they're very easy to do. That makes this class perfect for beginners. If you're thinking about getting into this sport, we got first strike kits across from us. You can try driving them yourself today. We got 4 different options. Great for kids, great as an introduction to STEM and building stuff. Pit manager Ryan there doing some beautification. The arena gets pretty dusty after the 3 fights. There will be a lot of shrapnel. A lot of beautiful robots on the table here. Such a shame if half of them are going to get blown up. Alright, so this red vertical spinner you're seeing here is called Epion. It's inspired by Gundam aesthetic-wise. That's what those horns are. They also help the robot self-ride.
Oh, hey, those are mine.
Epion's opponent will be T800. A 4-wheel drive drum spinner. Very popular in the last few years, just because of how maneuverable it is, and also how hard that weapon hits. Both robots loading in here. When you see the driver screw driving the robot, that is actually them turning it on. Our switches, the contacts bolt together because regular switches might get knocked off in the heat of combat. So that ensures that the robot stays on. Alright, so weapon safety locks are out. We will be getting underway in just a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Epion is sponsored by Repeat Robotics, one of the largest suppliers of parts in this hobby. Fight, robots fight. 2 vertical spinners. Whoever's weapon spins faster is going to win here. Oh, but a fork is already off of Epion. Like I say, this is going to turn into a standoff here. As we can see whose weapon reaches further. But Epion doing circles out here, trying to get around to the side of T800. That's better than hitting the weapon. But T800's drive side looks to be down. They're kind of just hobbling at this point. If they can't get their drive side back, Epion will dictate the rest of this match. A lot of grinding. Epion is a very short robot. Oh, and there goes the wheel guard. That's why it's somersaulting. Oh. Epion is struggling to stay composed here. As T800 tears pieces after piece off. T800's weapon looks to be unbalanced by one of those hits. The front forks are flapping. But oh, now the weapon's not working at all. Let's see if we can get that running again. Sometimes the ESC just gets confused. That's electronic speed control. Oh, there are pieces of T800's wheels all over this arena. Epion's down a little bit of armor, but they're still mostly working. The weapon's still struggling. I think T800 has 1 functioning motor in that robot. Out of the 3 they took into that match. Epion's a little worse for wear. But generally, they're still working. And they're still able to dictate the pace of this match. Come down to the last 10 seconds. Let's see if T800 can put up a last 10 of any kind. And that is a tie. There has been no knockouts. It will be a judge's decision. The judge's decision is in. The winner will be Epion. They controlled the pace of the match, they did most of the damage, and they remained functional. They kept in the fight. Before we begin our next fight, my sincerest apologies. We promised to have human gladiator fights to the death, but the event organizers approached us about concerns about human rights, whatever that is. So we threw together this robot exhibition at the last moment. We will be punished dearly by our AI overlords at some point. But since you're already watching, may as well enjoy it.
Please be careful, Ryan.
Oh, wow. We got 2 snake-themed robots. We got Sidewinder and Pit Viper. Sidewinder, one of the most feared robots on this side of the Mississippi. They got a really heavy drum spinner that just breaks the opponent apart no matter what they are. Pit Viper is a bit of a newer opponent, very well designed robot. We'll see if they can get those gremlins sorted out. If you want to come over to the left here, we have some of our previous championship robots. Feel free to ask for autographs. They probably won't reply because they're inanimate objects. feel free to ask Peter here about his championship run last year. Here you see these small red robots. This is a robot called Repeater. There's actually two halves of it, and they work together to smother the opponent. That weapon in there is no joke. It actually weighs as much as a weapon from a regular robot, and they've got two of them. So when you're hitting the opponent from two different angles, few of them can do anything about it. This event is a proud sponsor of Gatorade. We buy a lot of their products and provide them with a lot of revenue. Go to Gatorade.com for tasty drinks that you can drink and not be thirsty. Oh, we got a fun one here, ladies and gentlemen. Pit Viper, that is a massive vertical spinner. They're playing the reach game. They want to hit the other robot before the other robot even gets close to their armor. Double stuff, that is one of the heaviest weapons in the competition. The whole outside of the robot spins, so you don't have to dedicate extra weight to your armor. You can put it all into the weapon. 2, 1, fight! Oh, double stuff up to speed. They're gaining a foothold here. Traction is a really big problem. Oh! And they knock Pit Viper up into the air. The weapon of double stuff is designed. Oh, and a mess. Oh, that's the weapon. Pit Viper has been decapitated. They've lost their fangs here. Double stuff. Spinning slow. Gaining control. Just trying to go in for the killing blow. You see double stuff. Such a maneuverable robot. They have a special process for coating their wheels that gives them extra traction compared to their opponents. This Pit Viper just looking in complete disarray here. Without that weapon weighing down the front of the robot, they are just wheeling constantly. Let's see what double stuff can do here. They've got their opponent in their hands. Double stuff, definitely one of the hardest robots to drive. That big spinning ring wants to pull the robot in all sorts of directions. Yeah, every time Pit Viper attacks, they are just thrown back. They need that weapon to... Oh, and there goes the entire side of the robot. That plastic is brittle after all. It has just shattered on them. That is a knockout. No judge's decision needed there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. If you want to try one of these robots for yourself, we got First Strike kits across from us. Really easy to build, great for children, and you can try one for free. That was a brutal last match. Once we get the arena swept up, we will be fighting again. We got former championship, current championship holder, Sidewinder. All right. We got one robot named after a snake, and the other one named after a type of bread. Is that why it's called pita? Okay, piece of bread. Classic Mediterranean dish. PETA is also an acronym, pain in the atherosclerosis. Again, two very different designs. Sidewinder is just going to try to knock the opponent up into the air with that vertical spinning drum. PETA is definitely the winner in hitting area. They are going to hit the opponent most of the time before the opponent hits them. But that horizontal weapon is vulnerable to uppercuts. Alright, Sidewinder showing off their speed a little bit. Their weapon looks to be in full function. We're going to be getting underway in just a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. Final checks are being completed. Alright. If you're just joining us here, we got robot fighting all day. Fights every 1.5 hours. If you've ever watched Gladiator, this is the most humane equivalent in 2026.
2, 1.
Fight robots fight. Sidewinder, tenacious. They want to deliver their fearsome weapon in a controlled manner. They're just running circles around PETA. PETA is just trying to keep that weapon aimed at them. They do not want them to hit the chassis first. Oh, but first blood, a little piece comes off of PETA. Sidewinder still navigating, circling like a shark. PETA does not have the initiative here. Oh, that is a massive piece of PETA. Gone. I think that's a piece of the weapon. Sidewinder definitely got the better of that exchange. Sidewinder just dictating the pace. Oh, that is the weapon motor exposed. The entire weapon on PETA is gone. We're going to see what they can do about this. Sidewinder just continues to pound away. That arm
Bro, it says it's live.
But there's not going to be anything for 2 hours. So I'm not on.
You want to send a couple people over to drive robots so I can take videos?
Yeah, at some point. Should we stop the stream and just start it up when fights happen again? I think that makes sense. I don't want like fucking 13 hours of this.